Hello everyone, I'm Alex at Vending Machine Support. In this video, I'm going to show you how to load and configure a Vendo 621 and 721 drink vending machine. I'm going to show you how to adjust the components in each individual column for different package sizes, as well as making the correct programming changes for those package sizes. Now, if you found this video useful, I appreciate if you could like and subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell. Let's get started. The Vendo 721 and 621 drink vending machine has the ability to vend a large variety of different product sizes. Now in this tutorial, I'm going to be using 4 of the most common sizes that most vendors typically use. This is going to be a 16.9 ounce bottle, a 20 ounce bottle, a 16 ounce can, as well as a 12 ounce can. Now those 4 different package sizes require different adjustments to be made inside the machine, both physically as well as changing something on the software. So I will walk you through that. So let's first start off with our 12 ounce can. I'm going to load the 12 ounce cans into column number 1, which is actually selection number 1 in a Vendo 721 or 621. Now I'm using a 621 in this example, and this is going to be an 8 select drink machine, where 721 is going to be 10 selections. So 12 ounce cans in this tutorial are going to be going into column number 1, which is selection number 1. Now when you first open the door on your drink machine, the way your columns are configured goes from right to left. Column number 1 is the far right hand side, and this particular machine, column number 8, is on the far left hand side. If you had a 10 select machine, column 10 or selection 10 would be on the far left hand side. Now on a Vendo 721, we have these bars here are spacers or doors, which prevent the products from sliding out or forward as they're being vended. So when you open the door, the products don't fall out on you. Now these can all be raised so you can load the lower portion of the column, and then when you get up to the top here, midway, you can push these down and start loading the remainder of the way. Now on a Vendo 721 and 621 series machines, for a 12 ounce can, you can actually load these 4 deep per selection. So that means you're going to have 4 cans going from front to back in the machine. So again, 4 cans deep. So the thing we do is we have a back spacer inside this machine that needs to be adjusted to accommodate that different length of packages. Since we're going to be putting 4 cans deep, we're probably going to have to use this back spacer here and have it adjusted all the way back. So we always want to have at least about a 1/4 inch of a gap between that back spacer and the very rear can. So for example, if you don't have a ruler, it may be hard to get a tape measure ruler there, usually a 1/4 inch is usually about the thickness of your index finger. So if you put that last can in there, and if you can get your index finger between the can and that back spacer, then you have enough play for the can to move back and forth as it's being dropped. And that's going to go for every type of product sizes. You always want at least a 1/4 inch gap. Now the manual does say a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch gap. I like to have a little bit of 1/4 inch. I think a 1/2 inch is a little bit too much play in my opinion. So to load the cans, you can load them either way. Typically you can load them with the rear of the can facing out, or the pull tab facing out. Now I've always loaded them with the pull tab facing the rear of the machine, so when the product rolls down the chute, hopefully we're going to have the bumper that's in the port hits the bottom end of the can and not the pull tab, which can sometimes damage this, and then your customer can't open the can. So out of courtesy to the customers, I always like to load 12 ounce cans or anything with any sort of pull tab to have that always facing the rear of the machine. Again, as the products slide down the chute and they hit the bumper, it's going to hit it on the bottom end of the can, not on the lid. So to start loading the can, you're just going to be placing them in. Now I'm probably going to have to adjust this back spacer. So I'm going to get my other 3 cans. And it looks like here I'm going to have to make an adjustment on this back spacer. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these guys back out and adjust the back spacer. Now the back spacers have actual hooks and hangers that the back spacer can sit on, so we can make adjustments forward or back. Now to move the back spacer, we have to push down on this little white plastic tab, in which basically stops the back spacer from shifting. We're just going to push that down to the left, and I'm going to lift up on this back spacer and slide it all the way back. Now for 12-ounce cans that we're going to be loading 4 deep, that back spacer should go all the way towards the back. So I'm going to go ahead and push that little white piece of plastic back up and go ahead and start loading in my cans. So I'm going to pull up the So I've got my four cans in there, and here I can continue to load up all the way using 4 cans deep for 12-ounce cans. Now the other adjustment we're going to need to make is going to be what we call the product step. Now underneath the bottom of each individual column is a product step. Now what this product step does is it helps when the product comes to drop, depending on the length of the product, this product step is going to prevent a longer product falling out in a place where your narrower product or shorter product like a 12-ounce can would drop. So for 12-ounce cans, the product step needs to be brought forward. Anything other than a 12-ounce can basically needs to be pushed back. So anything that is the same height of a 12-ounce can, that product step should be pulled forward. Anything that's taller than a 12-ounce can, that product step should be pushed back. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the product step for my 12-ounce cans. And again, that is going to be pulled forward. Now, the product step is going to be on the right-hand side, and they're a little black or white piece of plastic, and it's got a little handle on it. And you're just going to go ahead and you just pull it forward. So you either got 2 positions, all the way back or all the way forward. So this one, I'm going to be pulling it forward because the product is a 12-ounce can. Now my next selection is going to be over to the 16-ounce can. So let me go ahead and grab that. Now a 16-ounce can is a very popular size for energy drinks. So I'm going to be loading this into column number 2, which is selection number 2. The interesting thing is that we can actually get 3 of these cans deep. So we can get a lot of capacity for these 16-ounce cans. So a 16-ounce can be loaded 3 deep. Now you can do less than that. You can bring your back spacer and make some adjustments to go to 2 deep, but in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to load these 3 deep. Now just like on our 12-ounce cans, we are going to need to adjust the back spacer for how many cans deep we have in there. We want 1/4 of an inch. Let me go ahead and lift the blocker up, and I'm going to go ahead and load these in. Here I see I need to adjust that back spacer a few. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these out and make that adjustment. Slide down the blocker. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to push down on the piece of plastic that prevents the back spacer from shifting. And I'm going to lift up on the back spacer and I'm going to move this back. Let's see here, all the way back. Lift the white piece of plastic all the way up. Lift the blocker gate. Put my product in. Again, I'm putting with the pull tabs facing the rear. That's now adjusted for the 16-ounce cans. Now on this product, because it is larger than a 12-ounce can, that product step needs to be pushed all the way back. So I'm going to go ahead and make that adjustment now. So I'm going to locate the product step and I'm going to push it back so I don't need to make any more adjustment on that. Now the next one we're going to do is going to be a 20-ounce bottle or a 20-ounce sport drink. Now this is your typical 20-ounce sport drink, wide mouth. And due to its size, this is a little bit taller than a 16-ounce can of energy drink. So this one we can't get 3 deep, we can only get 2 deep. So we are definitely going to have to move that back spacer forward to help accommodate the longer package, since we're only going to be doing 2 deep in this. So on this machine, I'm going to go ahead and put this into column number 3 or selection number 3. I'm going to go ahead and lift up the blocker. So I'm going to go ahead and close down the blocker. I'm going to reach in and push down that white piece of plastic that's on the back spacer. Push it down, and I'm going to lift up now and pull this one forward a little bit, and then do the bottom portion of it. Forward here. Perfect. Go ahead and get this top portion set. So that is set perfect for a 20-ounce sports drink. So I brought that all as far forward as I could, and I've got a 1/4 of an inch gap between the back of the bottle and the back spacer. So we've got that loaded. Now going to the product step underneath at the bottom, we're going to make sure that needs to be pushed all the way back. Not pulled forward, but pushed all the way back. So I'm going to go ahead and check that. So I'm going to go ahead and locate the product step for this product here, and it is already pushed all the way back. So let's make sure. I'm going to pull it forward and push it all the way back. So that product step and the back spacer has been adjusted for a 20-ounce sports drink. Now our last selection we're going to try here is going to be a 16.9-ounce bottle. Much like the 20-ounce sports drink, the 16.9-ounce bottle is going to be loaded too deep. Now Vendo recommends either to load it with the caps facing the rear of the machine, like so, or butt to butt, like so, where the front bottle, the cap faces the front, the rear bottle, the cap faces the rear. Depending on the shape of the bottle, you may need to experiment or do a few test fins and make sure the product is dropping correctly based upon the shape of the bottle. So for 16.9 ounce of this contour Coke bottle shape, we're going to be putting it with the caps facing the rear. We're going to put this into column or selection number 4. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm probably going to need to bring that back spacer forward some, just like I had to do it on the 20-ounce bottle sports drink. Let's go ahead and put our bottles in here and see how far we need to adjust it. And it looks like I'm going to need to adjust that forward some here. So I'm going to go ahead and push down the piece of plastic on the back spacer. And there we are. That's the perfect set for the 16.9 ounce bottle. The last thing I need to do here physically is to actually adjust the product step. Again, because the product is longer than a 12 ounce can, that product step needs to be pushed all the way back. So I'll go ahead and make that adjustment now. And find the product step and just push back. Go ahead, pull it forward and push it back. So that is locked into place and ready to go. So those are the physical adjustments that you need to make for each individual column depending on the product size you're vending. The last thing you need to do is you need to make the programming changes. We need to tell the computer board so it understands how many products deep each selection is. So for example, selection number 1, which is having our 12-ounce cans, that needs to be set for 4 products deep. So we're going to set the set depth setting for that to 4. On our selection 2 is a 16-ounce can, so we're going to set that for set depth 3 because we're loading it 3 columns deep or 3 products deep. Now selections 3 and 4, those are loaded 2 deep, so the set depth for those 2 selections will need to be set to 2. So let me show you how you do that. To enter the configurations for the set depth, we need to first find the service mode button. Now that service mode button is going to be found on the inside of the main door towards the center of the sign face, and there's going to be a circular hole where we have to reach in and press a mode button. Now if you can't find that mode button, or this is the first time you've ever done this, you may need to move a harness out of the way to be able to find the service mode button. Once you found the service mode button, you're going to press it 1 time, and you need to keep the door slightly ajar because if you were to close it, it would place the machine back into sales mode. And once we press the service mode button, we should have diagnostics shown on the display. Now we're going to use selection buttons 2 and 3 to navigate the menu system. Button 4 will act as our enter key, and button 1 will act as our cancel key. So I'm going to press selection button 2 until I find set depth on the front display. Now once I have set depth, I'm going to press selection button 4 to enter. And then here we've got all depth 2 shown on the display. And this is telling me that right now, currently, everything in the machine is set for 2 products deep. Now that's not how ours is. Ours, we have selection number 1 with 4 products deep, selection 2's got 3 products deep, and selections 3 and 4 have 2 products deep. So we need to go to those individual selections and make the correct adjustments. So I'm going to press the number 2 selection button. And here I have depth column 1. So we know column 1 is selection 1 and that's set for 4. So I'm going to press the number 4 selection button to enter that. Here the column number or depth starts to blink, letting us know we are in edit mode. I'm going to press the number 2 selection button until it shows 4 because we're loading it 4 products deep. Once it's there, I'm going to go ahead and save that by pressing the number 4 selection button, and that saves that configuration for selection 1 or column 1. Now we need to make selection 2 or column 2 to 3. So let's go ahead and navigate forward to that by pressing the number 2 selection button. This brings to set depth column 2, and here it's telling me it's currently set for 2. I need to make that to a 3 or change that to a 3. So I'm going to go ahead and press the number 4 selection button. And here the number 2 starts to blink, indicating I'm in edit mode. I press the number 2 selection button until we have a 3 because we're loading it with 3 products deep. Press the number 4 selection button to save it, and that is stored. Now selections 3 and 4 are set for 2 products deep. Now if I navigate forward by pressing selection button 2 to depth column 3, it's set for 2. I don't need to make any adjustment because I'm loading it 2 deep. So let's go ahead and check selection 4. So I press selection button 2 until we have depth column 4 and we have a 2 shown on the display, letting me know that that's currently set for 2 products deep, which is correct because I've got 2 16.9 ounce bottles in there deep. So once all these settings are configured for your product sizes, you're simply just going to press the number 1 selection button, and that's going to take you out of set depth mode. And here you can then go on to continue to load up the machine with the rest of your products and close the door, which will place the machine right back into service. Now, if you found this video useful, I appreciate if you could like and subscribe. If you have any questions, ideas, or comments, please leave them below. And make sure to hit the notification bell. Take care.